Like any good design project, this started with a big picture. The bite-sized lesson planner came out of a need to refocus attention in a school on the types of lessons our teachers were delivering. We had, to begin with, a 3-side of A4 lesson plan template that just wasn't good enough. It was perfectly adequate in the sense that it covered all of the bases, but it wasn't a document people went to off their own bat to do some planning for a lesson. And really, when we looked at the problem we had in the school I worked in, we realised what we needed to do was re-engage staff in the actual activity of planning a lesson in detail. So we threw out the 3 pages, and I set about investigating how we could condense that down into what was absolutely necessary to help someone plan a good lesson. We looked at alternatives. There are fantastic versions out there, including the now digital 5-minute lesson plan by Teacher Toolkit. It's fantastic. But what we put together was what we termed the bite-sized lesson plan, which includes a lot of the classic lesson plan elements, plus some of the things that we felt were school priorities. Now for me, I've been able to take that one step further, add to it, refine it, and then work with a fantastic design company to turn it into something really beautiful, really impressive, really functional for teachers to use as their go-to lesson planner. It's bright, it's colourful, it's well presented and well laid out, and everyone that's used it so far has actually commented that it makes them want to sit down and plan a lesson with that little bit more detail. And at the end of the day, that's what I wanted. We've produced it in 2 versions. There's an A5 ring binder version, which is nice and small and convenient. And there's also the A4 version that's landscape mode, so you can keep that if that's how you prefer to plan. It's fantastic for me as both a teacher and a designer to see something that for me started out as scribbles on pieces of paper, brainstorming ideas about what makes the perfect lesson and how you could make planning a perfect lesson easier for a teacher, to eventually be something like this, the bite-sized lesson planner that teachers all over the world can buy and use to improve their teaching.